Hello, welcome. Welcome to my channel, Lady D Psychic. This will be the video on predictions for 2026 for New Zealand. And I have here my good friend, Katrina, clairvoyant numerologist. Hi, Katrina, how are you?
Hi, how are you?
I'm good. So I thought it would
Um,
be really exciting and good to do this video, not only my perspective of me being the psychic intuitive, but also getting your own intuitive perspective as well as doing numerology because you're a numerologist.
yeah, I
So
can't wait.
And I thought we'll do New Zealand because we're going to be there next month in February to do some readings and a workshop. So this is, yeah, so by the end of this reading, if you want to contact us and you want to see us in person, you've got that chance in February. So do we go through what I got my predictions first and we'll go through the leaders of the country, or how do you want to do it, Katrina?
I feel that we should go with the leaders of the country first
Mm-hmm.
and talk about them, and then and then the
Okay.
opposition, and talk about the country itself, and go from there. What do you think?
Yep, sounds good to me. So
All right.
I've done some researching a little bit. So I did find out that New Zealanders have an election. So they, from what I kind of understand, that they're the way they do things is a bit different to us. So they just have like a standard election, and it's happening this year. So their current prime minister is Christopher Luxon, was born on the 19th of July, 1970. And then you've got the opposition leader, which is Christopher John Hipkins on the 5th of September 1978. I hope I'm saying that correctly. So I'll go for you for your numerology. What did you pick up on with the numerology with these two?
Okay, so first of all, I feel it's really important to talk about New Zealand. And New Zealand is a six in numerology. Okay, six is all about, healing. It's about home. It's about family. It's about sensitivity as well, right? So, people that connect in with that number would really vibe with New Zealand. It's actually quite amazing. I love the six as well. I'm a 33 six life plus, so I vibe there. And it is about family. I went over with my son for his 16th birthday. Now, we are currently in a universal 1 year, and that's all about new beginnings, independence, leadership, etc. And if you have a look at Mr. Christopher Mark Luxon, he is actually a birthday number one, so born on the 19th. And I also feel because he's Cancerian, Cancerians tend to be home and family orientated. Now, number six is that resonance of home and family. But I will share that he is a life path seven, destiny seven. And what that means is that he's a knowledgeable guy. He's a truth seeker. He could be like, I don't do politics. So I don't know anything about this guy, okay? I've done no research except for plugged his name into my chart, into my app so I can connect in with his numbers. And so I would believe that he's a straight shooter. And when I say straight shooter, he's probably quite direct and sometimes a bit blunt in his delivery with things. But the truth is really important to him and he's a very knowledgeable guy. Now, I will let you know I do know that he came into being Prime Minister in 2023, correct?
Yes, that's what I got through when I looked it up. Yeah.
Yeah, so 2023 was a universal 7 year, and here's a seven life path and a seven destiny. Okay, so no coincidences here. All right. So to me, like that symbolism is massive with the seven and the level of seven energy that he has. So he would have been in a personal year number two. So I'll just calculate that now. If it's doing it on the fly. And he was in a six personal year. And what's New Zealand? Six, right? So he was in a seven universal year and he's a life path seven, destiny seven. And he came into office in a six personal year when New Zealand's a six. Can you see the connection?
Yes, yes. Well, so intuitively what I get. So I felt like he was a very strong, bold person. That's the sort of energy that I get of him. And I did also
Yeah.
get a straight shooter. And so I don't have their birth times, but I have the birthday. So when I put that into my charts, my astrology charts, so he had a Cancer, he's an Aquarius moon. That could go in, depending on when he's born, it could go into Capricorn. So looking at Aquarius moon or Capricorn moon, but so don't know which one that is. So he's either has this thing about being independent, but also sort of going for the underdog, humanitarian, quirky, but just wanting to be that independent person, or he's very organized, structured, routine, and has to follow the rules, but will bend them if no one's watching. If he's a Capricorn moon, but his Mercury's in Leo, so the way he speaks, he'd be speaking very much all about him, and he'd have certain like a more of a power how he
Mhm.
communicates with that too, a bit of an ego. Venus in Virgo, a bit picky in how he loves. Mars in Leo, so has that motivation and that some people say Leos are those real leadership. So he would have definitely have an ego about him as well, be that nurturer, that homebody, that Cancerian nature. If you sort of well, I always say Mars and Leo, you've got to be positive to them. You can't be negative. If you go and say, bruise their ego, they're going to turn to little kids. But I did get this power, more of the power sort of energy from him. Um, I kind of feel like he was going to win this next election. I was like, getting two, meaning like two wins, two way, two. I kept getting two.
Yeah, right.
And with the
That's
chart,
interesting.
he's got Jupiter coming over the sun. That's going to be happening in around June, yeah, to June, May, June. And then
Okay.
July, beginning of July, he's going to have Jupiter over his Mars. So Jupiter over the Mars is going to be like, he's feel more, it's luck with basically strength. He's going to feel more confident in himself. So
Yeah, right.
and also intuitively, I wrote down in my notes when I came to this that I just felt like they in New Zealand they hadn't forgotten about Jacinda. Was it Lucinda or Jacinda Ardern, the other prime minister they had back in COVID
Oh,
time?
okay. Yeah.
I just was getting that the people of New Zealand hadn't forgotten about what she'd done and about her. So, because she ended up leaving because I think she was unpopular.
Mm.
So I kind of felt like he was going to be the one that would win. Um,
Yeah, it's curious. I'm just doing some calculations in connection with Christopher John Hipkins, and this year for him is a 24/6 year, which is exactly when um, Mr. Luxon came into power. He was in a 24/6 year, and New Zealand is a six. But what I wanted to also share from a numerological perspective with Mr. Luxon is that he was in a pinnacle six, which is all about New Zealand. New Zealand's a six. He was in a pinnacle six number in a period cycle one, and one is all about leadership. Okay. So, but he's having a shift when he's 56. So this is this year for him. He is 50, turning 56 this year, and he's going to go into an eight period cycle. So that's more about business and abundance and legalities. So, yeah. So I don't know. I think he's going to step out of leadership because of his period cycles shifting. He is a born leader though, because he's a birthday number one, and we are in a universal 1 year. But I feel like it'll be more about paperwork. If he does get elected, it's going to be more business minded than leadership. He'll step into that role.
he has,
Whereas the other guy is going to be, he's a oh sorry, my cat.
it's
My
okay.
cat my cat's come across. Bless him. The other guy is a bit of the other guy's got master number energy. Like he's more for partnership. He's a good communicator. He's a life path three, birthday number five. He's all about creating change, and he would value freedom a lot. His soul number is a 44, which is also an eight. So he's quite it's all about structure and stability. And so I'd say he's probably going to be anchoring that. He's a bit of a younger fella, like he's born in 78. So he would be turning 48 this year. So he'll be in a pinnacle eight in a period cycle five. So if he does get in, he's in a personal 6 year. So that's in alignment with that. But he would be changing things. He will change things. If he gets in, he's going to change a lot because he's got two fives in his chart and he is in a 5 period cycle. So the element of the five his birthday number as well, is quite strong. So freedom is very important to Christopher Hipkins. So, but yeah, whereas the other guy, he's more a soloist.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
So Christopher Hipkins, I got a softer vibe from him. Like,
yeah,
and I looked at his chart. Again, I don't
yeah,
have time this birthday. So he's a Virgo, but he has a lot of
yeah.
Libra energy. So Virgos are very nitpicky,
Mm,
perfectionists. They overthink things. Um, they can be quite independent. But Moon in Libra, he's got the Mercury. They both got Mercury in Leo, so they both would talk with, I guess, confidence. Um, I guess they would be power, could be ego about themselves, where they talk, where they think. So they both have that in common. But then this guy's also got Venus in Libra, Mars in Libra, and so I've got Mars in Libra. Mars in Libra makes you quite calm, your temperament quite calm. And if
yeah, right.
he'd be one to fight for justice,
Yeah,
Jupiter's in Cancer, so he's a little luck with family and the nurturing, but softer because it's got so much Libra and three planets in Libra that's going to create a more of a softer energy.
yeah.
So
I
that
can do justice to the number eight, and he's in an eight pinnacle, and he's a 44-8 soul number. So really grounded in his approach to that. And I feel like he's definitely also, he is an earth sign. He's a Virgo with a 44 in his chart. 44 to me is the frequency of the earth. So he would be very connected in with nature. So I feel like he'll be a bit more environmentally aware, and he's aware anyway. He's got two master numbers in his chart. He's got a destiny number 11, which means that he's very intuitive as well. 11 is also a two. So to me, he's more in balance than Mr. Luxon. Luxon's the boss. That's the one. Whereas Mr. Hipkins doesn't mind working in partnership with others. And he's actually got a good sense of humor. He has two threes in his chart. His personality number is a three and his life path three. So he's able to express himself in a creative way, and he's an entertainer. So he's got the gift of the gab, is what us Aussies would say. Personality number means that other people see him as a good communicator, like, and he's adaptable and goes with the flow. He's got those fives in his chart. So that's good for a Virgo to have fives in their chart. Otherwise, they're too rigid. So he's quite adaptable, but change and freedom I would believe are very, very important to him. Yeah.
that goes in with the thing because Librans they are mutable. Oh no, they're the cardinal signs. But Librans are, I feel like, are quite flexible and want to have that fight for justice. So
Yeah.
what I was saying, it does come in with the planets too, but I just get the softer vibe from him. I just get the other guy's more, he means what he says and a bit more stern with the other, with Clarkson. Um, but I kept on asking, like, yeah, how many times will he win or how many, will he get? And kept on getting two. That's why I was like,
Yeah.
and he's because he stands out, but that's just because his energy might be more stronger as well,
Yeah.
in terms of that. I mean,
Yeah.
New Zealand itself, I did get some what I get from my I got peace. I just felt like they wanted peace. And when I tune into New Zealand, the country, I do get
Mm.
peace and just grounding as I read that. And then I
I
got
really
hmm,
I really feel that Luxton's gonna be out the door, eh? Like he's in a personal 9 year this year, and nine's all about completion and letting go. So
well,
I
we have
really,
to see that Jupiter over the sun is life over the life.
yeah, well, it'd be
And
really serious. But he's in a 9 year, so
and
nine's all
yeah,
about completion.
we'll have to
So
see what
I would,
happens. Look,
yeah, I reckon he's out.
if
It's funny, isn't it?
if the election is on in the middle of the year or around even around July,
I reckon it'd be May.
well, if it's around May, then Luxon's got more of a chance of getting in because
Yeah, right.
I can't see any trend. Well, because I don't know the time, I don't know where the actual, you know, what's actually happening in the houses, but there is no transiting. Like Jupiter's not going to hit a planet
Mm,
until late 20, like we're getting 27. We're getting into like so beginning of 27. That's when we have Jupiter over Mercury. Um,
yeah,
so if I go with the planets. it's indicating Luxon would win. Um, because Jupiter over Mars, it's charisma. It's like with charisma, it's like it's a strength. And I've
I
had
think
that.
I feel like he's stepping into an eight period cycle. So I do believe he's going to have fortune. Like eight is all about abundance and manifestation. But I don't know that that luck is going to be connected in with the election.
We'll have to see about that. We'll just have to see
Mm.
who's right. But
Yay.
um
Yeah.
but we'll see. But yeah, so we got I did actually get changing laws and protecting citizens. So I feel like they're gonna change the laws. I don't know what that means, but that's just what I got. So
Mm.
and I
Yeah, I
got
believe the change is going to happen because Mr. Christopher Hipkins he vibes the five. Like
the
he's
only
got
thing is
vibes everywhere.
the only thing is, so Hickson is Labour, and I know the other lady that was in was Labour, and I just there was something about they haven't forgotten what was done. Now, I don't know everything what was done.
Mm.
I didn't go deep, but I
Yeah.
kept on getting that by spirit. But I did get also hear
Mm.
tightening land rights and like I could see people protecting like the bush. So
Yeah.
I feel it's gonna be more like land rights or like land
Yeah,
rights
100%. And
protecting.
that aligns with Hipkins, eh?
So I've also got here boosting tourism, and it's to do with the snow. Like people want to see the snow, so I feel like it's going to be a
Yeah.
boost in tourism, but they're going to use it for the snow over there. Um,
Yeah.
I got here the food chain, the food standard is going to change. Something about changing in food there. Um, this is a fun prediction I got. I felt there's going to be a new celebrity, like that's going to be a New Zealander that we're going to know. Like they're going to have someone to
Oh,
come and stand out.
oh,
Um,
that's cool.
I feel like it's going to be a female. I see
Yeah,
like,
I feel a female.
and I
Yeah.
see like their hair not straight, it's a bit curly, long hair, but they're slim. So, what I got here, got I did get, and I think it's going to happen around the world. I got stopping immigration but I feel like it's from certain countries. I did get that too. And I did get more rights for farmers. I got here rejection of green energy. So again, I don't know what's happening over there in terms of political or what they're doing, but I just got there's a rejection for green energy. But I got more rights for farmers, and I got
Oh,
some
yeah.
natural like not some disasters, but some I got volcanoes, and then I know that there's volcanic land there, but wasn't too sure if like they had live volcanoes. So I did Google it and I said yes because we just see volcanoes erupting. And I got here like bad earthquake in Auckland. And I know her, my friend, I think she's my friend's mum's from Wellington. I think she was, I don't know if it's correct, but I think they have more earthquakes in Wellington, but I got Auckland. And then I got floods in the south, which I think was going to be more the south. I felt that as more South Island. Um, so that's what I was sort of getting for my predictions for New Zealand.
Yeah, right.
Is there anything else that you're getting? What's going to happen in the country? What do you know
I
what?
just know it's a six, you know, and intuitively, you know, with the sixes, like I said, it's connected with home and family and sensitivity. So if you're feeling some eruptions, I feel like it's really like going to impact the people that live there from a level of sensitivity that I really feel that the movement physically, you know, like is going to affect them emotionally, if that makes sense. Yeah. So they're like the depth.
Mm,
I feel like that, you know, they're quite sensitive. Like Australia's a three in numerology. And three is all about fun, joy, being social, you know. And Aussies are pretty fun, you know, like mostly. Probably a little bit outspoken at times with the three. And there is a lot of creative, expressive people that come out of Australia, you know. And so, yeah, definitely like vibe with that three energy. But with New Zealand, I do feel that the most of the like the number seven is all about culture as well. So Mr. Luxon is all about that. I would believe that he's quite focused on the culture as well, and honoring those traditional things as well. Um, and I do believe that the people of New Zealand are very connected to their culture. I feel like they're probably more so than Australians, actually. I feel
Yeah, definitely.
like they have more respect. They've been given more respect in connection with culture rather than Australians. You know, that their culture has not been given the respect it's deserved, and that's still an ongoing thing. But
I
that's what I
think it's,
get
yeah,
from New
it's just
Zealand. I feel like
different.
it really hits the heart of those people that inhabit the country. So yeah.
I think it's just it's a different from what I learned when I was
Mm.
there, it's a different history to us as well.
Yeah, I do feel though, seriously, I feel like Luxon's out because he's in a nine personal year and that's all about completion. And two, to have an election in a number 1 year, that's all about new, okay? So I believe it's going to be a new prime minister
Also,
because of the one, okay?
it's also war. I know it's also war energy too. Well, I just had a look at the astrology. I just looked it up. So they're actually by Aquarius. So
Hmm?
they're ruled by Aquarius.
They're what?
Ruled by Aquarius. So if I was looking
Well,
at astrology chart for, I didn't get the chart for them, but they they're actually ruled by Aquarius, New Zealand.
New Zealand is ruled by Aquarius.
Yeah. So it's all
And we're in the
about
age of Aquarius too.
a communitarian, being independent, bit of
Yeah.
working in a quirky vibe.
Yeah.
Um, but it also has a rebel as well. Um, strength. So yeah, different.
Different.
Yeah, innovative spirit. So a bit unconventional, but freedom loving as well. So we'll just have to see. But
Yeah.
I feel on the whole, I feel like they just want the economy to do, and I feel like the economy may be a bit up and down. But yeah, we'll just have to see. We'll have to see who's right with the astrology or the numerology. So, but I
Yay.
can't see the hot button.
Looking
I
forward to
can't see
that.
the full chart. If I see the full chart, then I know more in
Yeah.
concrete. But just with what I see and what
Yeah.
I feel, I kind of feel
I-
more him. But
I-
we'll have to see. But
Yeah, I
anyway,
feel like May or July is when the election will take place because May is a six universal month and New Zealand is a six. And then July is a universal eight, which is all about, legalities, which is, clearly elections are all about legal stuff. But yeah, so personal note, I'm not too much into politics. So this is very different for me, but thank you, Danielle, for inviting me to contribute to this YouTube discussion. It's been really good, actually. I feel like I've been thrown into the deep end and I'm loving it. I really do. I'm like sink or swim, and I feel like I'm swimming. So
that's no, it's good. This is what I do on my channel. So I do a lot of predictions and I talk about what's sort of happening around the world. So I cover all the things that are a bit controversial.
yeah,
So
yeah,
but yeah, so we will be in New Zealand in February. So we have a fair in I think it's Ashburton, I think it's called on Valentine's Day the 14th. We've then got a workshop that we're both going to be doing at the Spiritualist Church there in Christchurch, which is about doing numerology. I'll be doing psychic mediumship there because it's a bit
yeah,
hard to do in planets, but that's a workshop from 10 till I think it's until 4, I think it is. And then we'll be there also readings at the church on the Monday. So if you want to book in that day, just contact me or Katrina and we can book you in. The workshop's $120 New Zealand, which you can just pay on the day. Um, and then the readings on the Saturday, on the Monday will be for half an hour, $90 for 45 minutes, 130, and then I think it's like 150 for the hour. But we're excited to be there. I was there not last year, but the year before that, and I did have a good time. So it's going to be great. And I'll put the details in
yeah.
the description below. But thank you for
And
Katrina.
someone's having a birthday in New Zealand as
Oh,
well,
yes,
aren't they?
yes, my birthday, 19th. So I'm also
Lady
19.
D is celebrating her birthday in New Zealand.
I am.
Right. I
So
can't wait. Birthday cake galore. Woohoo.
we'll party.
Maybe a cocktail or two.
Maybe if we find margarita. See?
We got to find the right margaritas, right?
Exactly. It has to be the, yeah, exactly. Be picky with things. We know that. All
Yeah.
right. Thank you.
Awesome.
And
Thank you very much.
it's all right. Okay. And thank you for your likes, shares, and your comments. And I'll see you for my next video.
Okay.